Welcome back. Last time we left off, we were we hung out with Ayaka. Uh, went to the festival with her, and because Toma proposed it, that we should take a leisurely break instead of constantly doing work, and that's so what we did. Um, the next update's about to come out, so I thought I should continue the story. It took a while to get back around to playing the game, considering the people who I play the game alongside of, just friends, they didn't seem super hyped about it, which was kind of off-putting. I'm still excited about the game. It's just I trust their opinion, so to have them not be like super ecstatic about it had me less invested in the continuing immediately. Also found other interests to do, so yeah, go right back around to it, and I think I should get it done soon, just because the next update's coming out soon, and I am still caring for the story, as I said, so. And I also got told I stopped at a pretty bad spot. Okay. At the moment, I'm just gonna go deliver Chisato's letter, because she's been hoping I'd deliver her love letter since the start of the game. In return for... Am I allowed through? Do you mind? Oh, this isn't even the right way.
We're way behind schedule.
In return for letting us out of Rito, which you're apparently not supposed to do very easily as an outsider. Not really sure who I'm speaking to. Find Kujo Kamaji? Oh, right, alright. You're that traveler from abroad. What can I do for you? He doesn't mind that I'm here? Wait, do I know this guy? He knows I'm a traveler. That traveler. Anyway. About Iragi Chisato's letter. Yes. Ketchup Cheetos. This letter. Did Miss Hiragi really ask you to deliver this letter to me? This handwriting really is her. Thank goodness. Thank you for making this trip, traveler. As for the travel permit, as it's Miss Hiragi's personal request, I'll naturally see it through. However, I'll need some time to prepare. How about this? Can you wait for me at the Kiminami restaurant? Where do you want to go there? Well, I want a small favor from you. This is not a cutscene. Recently, I was also thinking of sending something to Miss Higaragi. Is this the love interest? He almost makes it sound like it's a bit impersonal, like it's not really directed at him. Recently, I was also thinking of sending something to Miss Hiragi. I wrote a letter and also requested Miss Kiminami to make some treats for me. I was planning to send them together to Miss Hiragi as a present. But if Father finds out about my plans, he might be upset. Just as I was pondering what to do, you showed up. It's only a present. Is your father very strict? It's only a present. I wouldn't say it's only a present. It's not only what it is. I feel like it's a thoughtful gift and it should be fine, but that's not really an option, so I guess is your father strict? Father, he naturally has to be strict. I do understand why he's unwilling for me to communicate with Miss Hiragi. After all, I am a member of the Kujo clan and one of the enforcers of the Tenryo Commission. Miss Hiragi is the young lady of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan. So hard words. If I were to get close to her, it would be inevitable that someone might try to take advantage of our situation. Even though it is only a present, but in some people's eyes, it's a lot more than that. Let's not talk about these trivial matters. Traveler, please wait at the Kaminami restaurant for me. After I approve the travel permit, bring it to you. Okay. Go to the Kaminami restaurant to collect snacks. He could have learned to make the snacks himself. He made it sound like he got someone to make the snacks for him. Even if they're like trash snacks, I think it would be different if he made them himself. Welcome to Kiminami. I mean, we already know each other, but okay. Welcome to Kiminami restaurant. I mean, we've spoken twice. I've hung out here with Ayaka just now. Or maybe... I guess I should have come here at the very start of the game like asked, instead of right now. Welcome to Kiminami restaurant. About Kamaju's treat. Oh, I see, he didn't just ask a random person to make it, they asked the chef. Oh, I've already prepared the treats that Mr. Kamaji ordered. I'll bring them to you now. Well, I mean, hopefully they're still fun. But I'm curious about who Master Kamaji will send these treats to. It's nothing more than a public relations gesture, Miss Kiminami. A while back, Miss Shiragi Shinsuke presented my father with a batch of fine tea. My father knows that Miss Hiragi's beloved daughter Chisato likes treats. So he told me to prepare some as a gift in return. I was worried that the delivery might take too long and there might also be some unavoidable bumps during the journey, so I specifically asked for this traveler to deliver them. Miss Kiminami, can I have a look at the treats, please? I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Sure. Here are the treats. Please take a look. I feel like I'm not putting much effort into the reading. I feel like this looks like a cutscene that should have audio. We should put more effort in. Everything is here. Thank you, Miss Kaminami. I'll just move out of the way, traveler. I have a few more things to say to you. This is a travel permit. Please take it. With this travel permit, you can freely enter and leave Rito. Thank you. It's fine. This permit will make your journey a lot smoother. Also, here's the letter. Did you write this letter yourself? Yes, I tried to write this letter in a tactful manner. I hope Miss Hiragi won't be offended by it. Please deliver this letter and the treats to Miss Hiragi. Do we have to go back again? But this time you have a travel permit. You should have a lot more freedom than before. I'll leave it to you, traveler. I also need to go back and deal with the official matters. When will I be able to go there myself? Wasn't sure what mood that guy was going for. He seemed, as I said, kind of impersonal. But anyway, time to go to Miss Hiragi and deliver the love letter. Finally. I feel pretty bad about not having delivered it sooner. Oh crap, isn't the dad super, like, trying to keep us here? As some, like, he's a part of some, I don't know who, just someone who wants us to stay here, not leave Rito. Hello. I'll back to her. Okay. Traveler, you've returned apologies. I guess you've delivered my letter to to Kamaji? Did you manage to get the travel permit as well? Yes, I have. Thank you. This is from Kamaji. I'm more interested in making sure she gets a love letter. Hey, what's this? Treats and handwritten letter from Miss Kamaji. Why do I keep saying Miss? From Kamaji. Was it his request? These tricolor dango. He prepared them for me. Thank you, Travel. I'll make sure to savor these treats. As for this letter, I'll read it with great care. This is super impersonal. Can you be more, I don't know, caring? Touched. Thank you for the hard work. Please accept these items as thanks for your help. Who knows? I might need your help again in the future as well. I imagine so. From the almost cutscene without dialogue. Or without audio dialogue. Alright, well, that didn't do anything particularly important story related. I felt like perhaps it will. I mean, she was given a cutscene to deliver that letter, just as we left Rito, and yet she lost all that importance to be given, I don't know, more of a high-end scene to make it more memorable. Maybe this just wasn't important as the scene went on. It was important near the start. Okay. I think what's next is hanging out or meeting up with what I assume is Yoimiya. Fireworks Girl's Strange Stories. Complete what? Where is that? Oh wait, is that in the Tales? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so I have to complete Yoimiya's thing anyway. Nice. Okay, let me change my characters.
I will protect you.
Gonna be epic.
Okay, that will do.
Someone needs assistance.
Yep.
We're looking for the Great Mujina Yokai.
Thanks for letting me know. The Great Mujina Yokai.
Do you know where it lives? Great Mujina Yokai? What's that?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants.
Okay.
One time, the Great Mujina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, it pushed my dad into the river.
Okay.
Sounds like a very naughty little monster.
Why are you out looking for it?
'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away.
Ow.
My dad said that the Great Mujina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Never mind.
So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want. This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you. Oh Not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the great Mujina yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything.
Sounds like he feels guilty if he said nothing about going out.
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest.
Eh.
Yeah, so as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be safe.
Something sounds very strange about all this, but Paimon can't say exactly what it
It's
is.
fake monster and we're talking to children. The monster's coming for you. Surely you won't be safe at home. But we've never seen a monster like this before. The dad's attitude doesn't quite add up. No, it doesn't. That is strange. I guess he got what he wanted, as long as they're currently they've shown they believe in the made up tale, and so they'll follow the rules as long as they haven't yet caught the great monster. So it does add up. It is a bit weird for him to not mind and not say anything.
Yeah, Paimon feels like the great Mujina yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world.
Yeah.
We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it.
Should you? I don't think we should.
Oh, children, listen up.
Oh,
There's no need to go looking for the great Mujina yokai, alright? Because it isn't real.
What's she doing? So now they're just gonna go home late again and not come back on time, which is dangerous. Why? Dad came up with a safety precaution in a way that they could understand and agree with. You know, what? Alright, sure, Paimon. Great. Good job.
Huh?
Ah,
No way!
yes, well.
That's impossible. My dad wouldn't lie to me.
That's impossible.
Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous. That's not true. The great Mujina yokai is definitely real.
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up!
Klee?
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in fireworks prison break, Yoimiya?
We told
Don't
her
say
all
that out
about
loud.
the great Mujina yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
I like this child voice actor. Triss.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day!
These other ones, though. Yoimiya said.
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie. But... Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
Yeah. Get away from the dirty Paimon liar. Yeah.
Wait, hold on, don't go!
Why? They're just going to find Yoimiya.
They didn't seem to take that very well.
Why would they?
Paimon was only trying to look out for them.
I see.
Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Was it not obvious? She was helping them get rid of the monster. With, fireworks, I assume. Even though they made it sound a bit more explosive. Oh, they just walked over around the corner? Okay.
Someone needs assistance.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the great Mujina yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the great Mujina yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too.
Okay.
Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the great Mujina yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later.
They sure spam her name while talking to her. They don't just say thank you, it's always, thanks, Yoimiya! Well, from the one kid anyway. Everyone else sounds normal.
So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries though, I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist.
Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced by me.
Huh. So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity?
Well, it's been developed on by her imagination. Surely it's a bad idea to keep the light going like that. Maybe I said that in a bit of a mean way. Surely it's a bad idea to keep the light going like that.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good.
Yeah, that's what Paimon was doing. That's what I thought.
Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them.
Okay.
I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist. Nah, nah, nah.
Okay. Okay.
I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying.
Yeah, why be so childish about it? That's what I feel. She can just choose to ignore them. I get what she's saying. She acts really childish about it.
Right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else to tell me what's what.
Agreement noise.
The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing.
Whatever she's saying, like, it just makes no sense to me. I did not believe these things as a kid. I'm pretty sure I didn't believe in anything, and I don't carry around very many super happy memories of childhood. I don't know. Maybe what she's saying is normal.
If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
I feel like, though, even as an adult, you can have all these things that she's saying. It doesn't have to be just for the kids.
Yeah. Oh, way too early. For sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you.
I will take you up. I've been looking forward to it.
In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way.
Some things should be kept that way. It's fine to have those kinds of twists. So, yeah, Mia likes happy things, and to indulge fantasies, which is fine. I like to believe things as well. When people are a bit too serious, it can be a bit too uninteresting. I'm not too interested in this whole in these kids. I'm not really a fan of wherever the kids thing is going.
I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganoharas.
Okay.
That can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Was that the rock, or was it something else? Because the rock itself didn't burn up. Back then, of course, people didn't know that this wasn't just any old rock. It was ore.
Okay. I didn't realize he was telling a proper story in the background, but it sounds like he was just talking about finding ore before people knew it was ore.
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
Huh?
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Is he pretending he can't hear? I mean, why is he pretending to be able to hear?
Sorry?
Okay, yeah, that's better if you didn't know.
Materials!
Oh.
Just write it down.
Oh, the materials.
Yes, the materials!
Okay.
Sorry, Paimon got all excited because you finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
This seems like a problem.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them. Okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully.
If he even hears it.
When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I'd tell my Pops everything.
Oh. So this accident was even further back then. So it's always been like that? That seems really difficult. It's not really that he was agreeing. I wonder if she was lonely. Seems like she couldn't even talk to her dad from this, really.
Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
Is deaf a bit of an exaggeration? He seems to have got it. Is he good at lip reading and he's actually fully deaf?
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me there! I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm coming over.
This has all been kind of jarring. Confirm the source of the sound. I assume it's the guy who was tortured and not tortured because kids friendly.
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
Why?
An arrest warrant?
Shh, keep it down. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakajiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again.
But isn't there a thunderstorm out in the ocean? Apparently. I mean, apparently Beta doesn't care. She'll just fade to black screen, fade back in, and be past it. He got made to be arrested for coming back in. It's not really a reason.
Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary. If things are this bad, couldn't you have just not come back in the first place?
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure anymore. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Another piece of paper.
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods.
The goods on the paper slip? What does that mean?
Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered.
Oh. Okay. Doesn't that encourage people to make homemade fireworks, though?
If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Wow!
Got it.
That is so awesome!
Okay.
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma.
Would it be much better? Seems like it's awful for everyone, other than normal people. Or people who are already from Inazuma without a vision, seem to continue normally. This whole Inazuma thing is a bit too close to what's happening in the world right now.
Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my options.
Or maybe the developers actually made it more culturally relevant. Maybe one day the Genshin will be looked back on as a sort of time capsule for, well, how was this relevant back in 2020? And now in 2073, it is less personal and less intimate in people's minds than it perhaps would have been. I don't know. Because at the moment it's seeming a bit too relatable to, like, turning on the TV.
Alright, well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update for you.
All right, I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma.
Yeah, that is weird. Why?
Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
I was just saying how the guy doesn't even... how normal people get off normally, and yet that guy doesn't seem to have anything to be... to have a warrant on him for. And yet... he's struggling. I wonder what that's about. It doesn't seem that relevant at all, really, in any way. Speaking of it, wait, speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get her permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Kanjo Commission.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakujiro. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself, and then you can come meet me back at the house later.
I'm interested. If you could explain.
Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because... you said person, and not floating child, or mascot!
Joke was getting old. Was extremely getting old. It almost makes it seem like Paimon considers herself to be the description she should go by.
I'll catch up.
And the fact that she got so happy
Someone
to be
needs
called
assistance.
something that wasn't a child, mascot, or floating thing it feels like the same way a kid would react if you called them grown up or mature for their age. Just put them on the same level as you in some way, instead of lower in some way.
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
I didn't really understand what she meant. If her dad had someone like us, then being deaf? What? I'm not sure I understood the connection between us and the dad. If they had someone like us, and she's envious of our relationship. Because we can communicate? In comparison to her and her dad who can't? I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, it's, alright, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku decree,
Duh.
the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of saying thank you.
Yeah, by committing crimes, it's not quite the same as being a customer for fireworks shows or buying fireworks. I mean, being willing to buy. I mean, to commit crimes for the person who sells you things is a bit weird.
Right. I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All right, then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuma tradition after all.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
Oh.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start?
Gonna start now?
Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials. I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of materials.
If it's too much trouble, don't worry about us.
It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
I'm confused. So there's a fireworks show, and people can also buy their own fireworks. Okay. And people buy fireworks to commemorate something, whatever that might be they want to commemorate. But what does she mean by they might never get another one? Why would they never get? I thought the point of those paper slips was that even in 100 years they could make the exact same thing that they expected as the first time it was bought, with the same quality or experience or whatever in mind, to perfection, really. And yet, why might they never get another one? I thought the point is that it doesn't matter when. Any generation of the Naganohara family will be able to replicate the item. So, I don't know. I don't quite know in what way you might never get a chance.
What you're trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom! And then seeing all the lights and colors and... What I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets. Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question: doesn't it hurt Aren't your voice talking all the time?
Is
It
she
can
talk-
get uncomfortable, I guess. But what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point. Someone needs assistance.
Look for the materials in the city. Just randomly look. Look around.
I'll catch up. Ah, here we are.
That's not a firework, that is a man.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoi Mia, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Okay. His voice really matches his youthful face. But, okay.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
What do you mean you ordered? You were waiting for the order, and it's late. How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
This isn't the main person she buys from them.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made?
Yes, thank you so much. Sorry for sorry for the trouble.
It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows, he probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me.
Why is Paimon smiling like that?
Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
Why are we looking at Paimon worryingly while she's smiling like that? What's going on here? Am I missing something?
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't! That's out of the question!
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then, if you insist. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't
He's
push
walked
yourself
away.
too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
You didn't hear a word of that.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
Seems like you'd happily do anything for anyone. Fireworks are pretty important in Inazuma's, huh? I wouldn't say it's that people find fireworks important. Seems like they like her, but then that option isn't here. Seems like she'd happily do anything. Well, so far relating to fireworks and children, seems like she'll happily do it.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks. But they don't always listen, so it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves
Okay.
that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Oh man, I'm really unaffected by this story. Guess it's because I just don't understand. I don't know.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
At the moment, this is just fireworks for the sake of fireworks. What is the... I guess there's a festival, but...
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, that could be a problem. Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me.
Started that conversation almost seeming like his employee slash student underling. Call him master. I don't really know what to call this guy whacking away at the thing, at the metal piece. Almost made it seem like he wasn't going to help, and then suddenly he said fine.
But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the
Right?
future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
That's what I was thinking as soon as she began this conversation, when she's like, I got everything to do.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough.
Really? Is he suggesting that she does more than she needs? Actually, she was prepared, she just wants to do more?
Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's beautiful! I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So, have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same. Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
What kind of haircut is that? I've never noticed that, even though I've interacted with this guy before, but it looks like he's shaved off the front part of his head. I mean, of his shaved off the top front of his hair, and then tied the rest up in a bun or a ponytail. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's probably something traditional that they used to do that I have no idea about.
Alright, I won't bother you guys any longer.
Something
Remember to come and watch the fireworks.
similar to how Yoimiya got a bunch of bandages instead of the regular undergarments, just because it's traditional.
Okay, time to head off.
I wonder how much of these nuances I'm missing in the environment in the game. All these small traditions.
Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him. I'll catch up. Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day.
Please, let's have a chat about... because I'm dying here. This is so boring.
Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy.
Mostly. It's a bit of an exaggeration. It is orderly. And I'm sure people have their jobs that they have to do.
My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. He was telling me all night about how good it tasted. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
I mean, it can be the entire opposite of that to travel. It might be that you have none of that, and so you travel. Can be any number of things. On your treacherous journey. To track down an enemy god. I'm looking for my lost brother. Mainly the brother, but I think this is an afterthought. The enemy god. We probably need to do that after. I'm looking for my lost brother.
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh. That must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma.
They? In what way?
Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes.
Very tranquil. Except it's not. That's so weird to describe it like that, considering who's saying it.
The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest.
Interesting. Everyone hates it here, but okay.
Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Nope, I'm here because of the same reason as every other place we've traveled to.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer? Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
This guy always acts suspicious, though.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
I wonder if we're about to run into a trap. Go and confirm the ship's condition. He's always acting nervous. That is not sturdy. It's just a regular boat. With one paddle? Okay.
That's way too small.
It does make me think a bit of... He's a bit small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
He even made it? Okay.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll
Kind
need
of
to make some
obvious.
preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
It has to happen that way. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. We should probably put a top over that boat if it's gonna stay out in the open like that, and then just put sand over the top to make it look like it's part of the shoreline. Otherwise, it's sort of just out in the open, able to be seen.
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too.
That doesn't really absolve you of criminal activity and going outright against the instructions of your god, but okay.
As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either.
Polite and respectful. There's, again, it's just, that's not what this is about. I feel like she's purposely either ignoring us, or she's just not understanding what the real issue of helping a criminal is, or a criminal according to the people after the guy.
And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
Yes, so? They're after me anyway.
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait! Oh no!
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Third Sis. That reminds me, is that not a similar name to... I wonder if that's related to... What was his name? Chen the Fifth? I think that was the guy who owned a bunch of books that Xingqiu helped get back when the guy was being extorted by I don't remember who, because it was ages ago. People need to start actually being paid for their work, because it's not just this guy's work, it's apparently a bunch of people he knows' work. And that's probably took a long while to make an entire bow. And have a bunch of skilled people using their expertise to develop to make all the different parts, but I guess they're very grateful to the Naganoharas.
Who's Third Sis?
Yeah.
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma.
Okay.
After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
That's nice.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always gonna be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days.
Sounds nice. Feels lonely.
To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
Okay. I feel like, should I don't know how to feel about all of the interactions with you and Mia. I'm just, don't know, not feeling it. It's improved since the start, but, eh.
The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
Don't you want to try to convince him to stay, like you said?
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially when I'll be going up against the stormy ocean on a tiny little boat. My prospects don't look great.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... no, I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there something you wanted to do?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh?
Huh? Yeah, probably.
Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision.
What? What? That was weird. For someone who wanted to possibly change his mind about staying, she sure is encouraging him to leave. And as soon as Paimon picked up the topic, then maybe they could at least come to do what they came here to do by just possibly getting us to help. She starts going, oh, if only it wasn't there. The Sakoku decree, however you say it. That was weird and dismissive and a bit cold of her. I wonder, am I the only...
The Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryou Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakajiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish. Pops! Pops! No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Yeah.
Ahem. Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Yeah.
Because what he needs isn't an answer, just time.
But it sounds like he finally got time, and then he said he became restless. And he came here to make up for regrets. But he's unable to do it because they'll arrest him. Time is what he needs?
I'll catch up.
I don't see that. Really?
Someone needs assistance.
Oops. Didn't want to hurt them that bad.
I'll catch up.
Someone needs assistance. Huh. Someone needs assistance.
Are these the people? Oh,